On today's episode of the Gastlecast, we're going to talk about Walgreens shipping.
Bet you can't say that 3 times fast.
Walgreens shipping. Walgreens shipping. Walgreens shipping. Impressed?
Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't bet any money on that.
Welcome to the Gastlecast. I'm Chris.
I'm Heather.
Guys, before we get started, remember to hit that subscribe button and that little bell. That way you don't know anytime we go live or post new content, you're not going to want to miss that. We received a box from Walgreens the other day, and it was in the worst shape ever.
Yeah, it really was. I don't know what they do at the Walgreens warehouse. Another tongue twister for you. I'm not saying that 3 times fast, by the way. But I think they play golf and or kickball with pops.
Maybe, but I think the real issue is they don't pack the boxes properly.
Well, that too.
The boxes come with the pops basically real close to each other, and then a little bit of bubble wrapping around like the outer edges of the box. On the bottom and the top of the box, no protection at all. It's literally as tall as the Funko Pop. That is why we're getting really shitty boxes. Do you think it's some sort of money issue? I mean, why would Walgreens not want to up their game for the collectors? Because they sell out of these pops all the time.
Yeah, and then they spend more money replacing or refunding people, so it doesn't make any sense.
I know, and in fact, one time you complained and they gave you the pops for free. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, so they give you the pops for free if you call and say there's a problem with the box. Some companies will say, well, if the pop's fine, then we don't care about the box.
Yeah.
But Walgreens will completely reimburse you.
Yeah.
So did they send us replacements as well?
If they weren't sold out, yes.
Days later, we got another box that included the Spiderman villains, Kraven and Sandman. And they came in perfect. I don't know why those were in such good shape. Now, the boxes were packed exactly the same way. That was what baffled me. Because when I opened the box, they looked fine. Going back to what you said to begin with, is it that they're damaged before they get into the box? Or is it because of shipping?
Warehouse workers or shipping.
So either or.
Or both.
A mixture of both.
Mixture of both.
There's a lot of
A lot of
A lot of Say that 3 times fast.
I'm not doing that. This'll turn out worse than you trying to pronounce abominable.
Abominable. Guys, let's take a look at those pops because they are awesome. We got some Spider-Mans and we got 2 villains. Let's check them out right now. So here are all the pops that we received from Walgreens. Now, Heather, you ordered multiples.
Yes.
Of some of these characters.
Yes.
Mainly because you were afraid of them being destroyed.
Yeah, guess what? Other pops don't work as bubble wrap.
That's true.
They all just get damaged.
Yeah. Well, this one totally got damaged. You can tell that it has like kind of a ripple here. It's bent up down here in the corner.
It looks like someone punched it.
Yeah, this thing has definitely seen better days. I get very concerned when I'm ordering from Walgreens because you just never know what you're going to get. Because you get something like this that's damaged and all messed up. And then you get pops like this in the mail. This is the Sandman, and he looks fantastic. The box looks great, and I would suggest that the Kraven is just as good. These came in just wrecked. This one's the worst, I think, of the 4 that we have here. This one isn't so bad. But it has creases. There's a big crease on the side here. This one, it's not helping them throwing them down.
It's
also
not hurting. You're probably making it better.
Then this one isn't quite as bad. It does have like this piece sticking out. Now, we aren't super anal about our boxes like we used to be.
No.
We used to be really anal about our boxes. I'm not that crazy about the boxes anymore. I think maybe because I've gone more out of box. I think that might be the reason. But this here, this is just uncalled for. I mean, even though I'm not anal about it, I'm just not good with this.
No, even though it's on the back of the box, that's a pretty hefty amount of damage.
Yes, it is. These 2 here are just absolutely the worst. These 2 are just okay, but they all 4 came together, but they're still not perfect. So I ended up picking up a extra one of these dudes, the Bombastic Bagman. And then this one, I'm going to keep one of these. I think this one, was the better one out of these two. Because I don't mind so much. This one really doesn't look that bad. This Spider-Man is really cool. I love the Doc Ock arms. This apparently is when Dr. Octopus takes over Spider-Man, like his brain.
Interesting.
It's a weird storyline apparently, but it's a good one from what I understand. I would love to read into this one. This would be an interesting thing to see on the future films, but I don't know if we'll ever see it. But he has the cool arms, obviously. He has the cool little mask on the front. I think he's a really neat pop. I love pops when they come on stands.
Me too. But what's weird about this one is it literally goes right into his butt.
It does go right into his buttocks. Yeah, it's like right in there. Wow. They jammed it right in the buttocks. This is definitely my favorite of the 3 that they've released in this set. But I gotta say, man, I love this one. Somebody the other day mentioned to me, oh, I didn't know Spider-Man was in the Fantastic Four. Well, he was. At one point, he was in the Fantastic Four, and it was very early on, and he wore a bag over his head. Which I think is pretty cool. And I think they did it right. I mean, on the top of the head, it shows where, like, the bag is being, folded over and creased.
Yeah, and the bottom has the little ridges. He's wearing those stirrup leggings that I wore in, like, 1st grade.
Yeah. And then I've also just noticed that on the bottom here, this one does have the little band, and this one does not. And I'm guessing it's not for the aesthetics, it's because they want them to stand properly. They don't want to put something in the way.
Or the raised part they had.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too. But also, if it went across here, it might make them fall over. These are amazing. Now, what's cool is that just weeks later, we end up getting word of villain pops, which we also have here. Sandman and Kraven. Kraven is one that I've been waiting for a long time. Sandman is another one that is super, super, super cool. I love what they've done with this guy, and this is the very first time I've pulled these out of the box. So I'm excited to see what they're all about. So Sandman is exactly what you would expect Sandman to be. Sand. So he has the arms and legs that are sand. He has his one arm is like a weapon, it looks like a medieval weapon. The skin, or the sand rather, is coarse.
Yeah,
it's coarse like sand.
Sort of sand.
It looks like sand.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that is pretty spot on. They got the hair spot on too from the comic books. The outfit is spot on. I got to tell you, I love these 80 years Marvel Funko Pops they're releasing. This guy is cool. But this is the one I've been waiting for a long time. This is Kraven the Hunter. Most of my love for Marvel and Spider-Man came from the cartoon during the 90s, which showed came on Fox. Oh, does he have a stand?
No, he doesn't.
He has no stand?
No, and he's very hard to stand.
Oh my goodness. I love the 90s cartoon, and he was in one of the episodes. He just was a cool character. And I really wanted to see him in pop form. Additionally, I would love to see him in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it appears that he'll be in the next film.
You know who he looks alike?
What? Well, you know who he looks alike?
You know who he looks a lot alike? You know who he looks like?
Who?
He looks like an angry Freddie Mercury with a soul patch.
Yes, he does. I thought you were going to go Negan.
No, more Freddie Mercury because he has like the leopard and zebra print, and I would imagine that Freddie Mercury would probably wear that.
This is horrible that he cannot stand.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
he can stand, but he does not come with a stand, which is interesting because they're usually pretty good about that.
They are, but maybe he was in a hot warehouse and his little feet bent different than they should be.
Oh my god. Oh. I love all the Marvel that comes out of Walgreens.
I'd rather them have like Overwatch or something we don't collect because their shipping is
You know what? You got a point. I kind of wish that Walgreens didn't have all of our favorite characters.
Hot Topic should. Because Hot Topic knows what they're doing.
That's right. If you want a pop to come in pristine condition, go to Hot Topic or Box Lunch.
Mm-hmm.
They are awesome. And recently, it looks like there was, Amazon was packing their New York Comic Con boxes in the sorters. Yeah, so they were shipping them and they were coming in pristine condition as well. So Amazon's stepping up their game too, because they're very well known for damaging pops.
Mm-hmm.
So Walgreens, come on already!
Which one's your favorite?
Out of these four, I would have to say that my favorite is Kraven the Hunter. I really love this pop. I'm sad that he doesn't stand so well, but he is everything I wanted and more. Which one's your favorite out of the four, Heather?
I like Sandman.
Sandman's awesome.
Yeah, because I've never seen one like him before. I think he's really cool.
Yeah, it's hard for me to say who's my favorite. I'll be honest, it's almost like these two are neck and neck for me. I love when they do the villains. They did a very good job with these two villains. I want more villains, more Spider-Man villains. Walgreens, make it happen. Put up that shipping game. Oh my god, those pops are amazing. They're some of my favorite Spider-Man related pops that we've gotten so far. Especially that Kraven. I've been waiting for him for so long. Guys, what did you think about the pops that we showed you here tonight? And what do you think about Walgreens? Their shipping? Their warehouse? Where are these pops getting damaged? Let us know what you think and more in the comments below. Guys, remember as always, we hunt together, yes! We'll catch you next time.
Bye.